Yo, what's happening, man? It's badass Matt Kansas City, Florida. Welcome to another step episode, another snippet. Badass Mac on the YouTube channel. Welcome back. Hey, man, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Listen, we at 611, 612. We've been a little stagnant. We're trying to get to a stack, you know what I mean? So if you fuck with me, please hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you. Hey, we're going to jump straight into it, right? So, I don't know if anybody here watches sports, so pay attention to the college football world. As you know, I'm a former collegiate football athlete. I still got 4 years of eligibility left yet. So if anybody want to come get your boy, come get your boy. Your homeboy, Coach Nick Saban, the head coach of the Alabama University football team over there in Tuscaloosa, had some crazy ass words and disparaging remarks regarding the most recent NIL, or I guess the way that NIL has kind of shaped college football. So if you're not familiar, NIL stands for name, image, and likeness, right? So prior to this past year, college football players weren't able to get paid off of their own image, meaning like their jersey got sold, they got no money. They was in a video game, their name and image was used, they got no money. They got no money legally. And what your boy Nick Saban is on here saying is, this shit is unfair. Now you can pay somebody to transfer to your school. Look at Texas A&M. Look at Jackson State. Salute to Jackson State. Salute to Coach Prime. Hey, Coach Prime, I'm going to see you at homecoming. Hey, let's see what your homeboy had to say. Let's see what y'all's homeboy had to say. Let's start over, Nick.
Well, name, image, and likeness to me is a great concept.
He sounds like a hater.
Players have always been allowed to work.
He doesn't care.
This is just a different opportunity for them to make money by working and using their own name, image, and likeness, whether it's signing autographs, whether it's doing commercials or ads for some company or whatever. So there's nothing wrong with that. And I told our players when this whole thing started to get agents, get representation, so you create opportunities for yourself.
Capper.
And our players last year created $3 million worth of opportunity for themselves by doing it the
I'm assuming that like a player at Alabama only making $3 million on the whole team. It's like 100 niggas on the team. $3 million amongst the 100 sounds like a pay cut to me. That sounds a little light. That mean that bag a little light. First of all, if the whole team made $3 million from name, image, and likeness, Nick Saban makes like $9 million just being the head football coach. Nigga, you make more than the talent. As a whole, 100 men. Boy, listen. Jesus Christ. All right, let's keep going.
Right way. And I have no problem with that. And nobody had a problem on our team with that because the guys that got the money earned it. Now, there were only 25 guys on our team that had the opportunity to earn money. The issue and the problem with name, image, and likeness
$3 million a month, 25.
Coaches trying to create an advantage for themselves. I went out and said,
here's the heteration. Here's the heteration.
They created what's called a collective. All right, a collective is an outside marketing agency that's not tied to the university, that's funded by alumni from the university. And they give this collective millions of dollars.
Get to the point.
And that marketing agency then funnels it to the players. All right, and the coach actually knows how much money's in the collective, so he knows how much he can promise every player. That's not what name, image, and likeness was supposed to be. That's what it's become, and that.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you, like, first of all, he said that's not what it's supposed to be. That's not what it's become. Nigga, did you make the rule for names, image, and likeness? Oh, excuse me, Mr. Nick Saban. Are you the police? Are you the NCAA? Did somebody put you in charge of enforcement of how to enforce the names, image, and likeness and how to use it? Is that a part of your job title? Because I didn't think it was. I'm gonna tell you what a great coach told me one time back in the heyday when I was a honorable all day honorable mention. I'm gonna tell you what he told me. He said, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. If I had a bomb, I would have dropped the bomb right now. And even in what Coach Nicholas Saban is talking about, these people aren't cheating technically because it's within the rules. What Nick Saban is saying is now the rules are unfair, I guess. Maybe. Something like that. It's lopsided. But, nigga, you Alabama. Is you being at Alabama fair competition to a nigga at Texas A&M? Is that fair? Like, y'all got way more fans. Y'all got way more boosters. Y'all got no pro team in the entire state. All the attention. Is that fair? Hey, if you play within the rules, like, are we going to complain about people playing within the rules? I don't know. Let's see. Let's come on, Nick.
That's the problem in college athletics right now. And now every player is saying, well, what am I going to get? Well, my philosophy is my job is to create a platform for our players to create value for themselves and their future by becoming better people, by graduating from school and developing a career off the field, and by seeing if they can develop a career on the field and play at the next level in the NFL. Our players have made $1.7 billion in the NFL since 2010.
Right.
All right, so we've created a lot of opportunity. We also have one of the highest graduation rates, you know, in college.
I'm going to say something real quick. I'm not going to hold y'all too many more times. I know I keep holding y'all the shit. I like how he made it seem like they did that shit. You know what I mean? Like a 5-star from Miami, Florida couldn't go to Miami and go to the NFL. If you are a 6'4" receiver and you run a 4.40 or something like that, there's a great chance that you can make it to the NFL. Going to Alabama helps you, but it don't fucking help you that much. Hey, listen, let's get this clear. Derrick Henry was going to the NFL regardless of wherever the fuck he went. He was going to the NFL. Period. I'll tell you one thing. Okay, Nick Saban don't like the name, image, and likeness. Okay. Let me call the NFL and tell them to drop that 3-year rule where it says that you got to be 3 years removed from college in order to enter the NFL draft. How many 5-star recruits would choose Alabama over the NFL? Hey, we could cut the whole program right now, nigga. Like, hey, yank the whole program. Because if these kids didn't have to go to college, they wouldn't be at Alabama in the first place. So since you want to dispute one rule, I think it's only fair we look at another rule.
Athletics. We have the most guys that graduate inside of 4 years. So we've done a good job of that. But now in recruiting, we have players in our state that grew up wanting to come to Alabama that they won't commit to us unless we say we're going to give them what somebody else is going to give them.
Yes.
And my theory on that is everything that we've done in college athletics has always been equal. Your scholarship is equal.
Bruh, I don't want to hear none of that shit. There's nothing. Bruh, y'all are Alabama. That is not equal. You are not equal to a goddamn San Jose State or some shit. Like, y'all are not equals. The fuck is you talking about? This is weird, bro.
They get equal Alston money. Equal. They get equal cost of attendance.
The campus is not even equal.
Academic support. They get equal medical attention. Everything is always been equal.
So, Mr. Excuse me, Mr. Nick Saban. What you trying to tell me is the medical staff at Alabama is the same medical staff at what Bethune-Cookman or FAMU? Because I don't think that is the case, but it's all equal. Yeah. No, it's not. What? Listen, nigga lying, man.
So I told our players, I said, we're going to have a collective, but everybody's going to get the same amount of opportunity from that collective. Now, you can go earn however much you want. And I tell the recruits the same thing, because our job is not to buy you to come to school here. And I don't know how you manage your locker room, and I don't know if this is a sustainable model, because one of you folks are going to give some player that comes to our school a bunch of money to come to our school.
Yes.
And then you're going to come to the game in full strut, thinking I'm going to tell everybody I got that guy to come to Alabama. And then he's not going to play, and he's going to transfer, and you're going to say, I'm never going to do this again. All right, so I don't know how it works. I don't know how
economy.
You
that's simple economics.
Now, I know that we're going to lose recruits because somebody else is going to be willing to pay them more. But name, image, and likeness is something that's here.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. I like the fact that he acted like they probably didn't lose recruits to somebody paying more before. We just don't know about it. If you think that niggas ain't been dropping bags off the people's doors and you sleep. They done lost the recruit to somebody paying more previously, but yeah, unofficially, yeah.
And I think the more supporters that we have for the University of Alabama in all sports, that are willing to sponsor players, whatever you want to call it, use them in your business to help your business, that's going to help our programs. The thing that I fear is at some point in time, they're just going to say we're going to have to pay players.
Yeah.
If we start paying players, we're going to have to eliminate sports. All right, and this is all bad for college sports. I mean,
bruh. Hey, this nigga literally said if we have to pay players, we have to eliminate college sports. You know what? I am fine with that. That goes back to my point. NFL, listen, Nick Saban say we can't win no more championships, blow all this shit up. I need to get the 3-year rule removed. Let all the seniors in high school that's 6'4", 250, that run 4.4 40s, let them go straight to the NFL. So then we can see who really good at this coaching shit. Yeah, now you can't just stack your team full of 5 stars. Then we can see who's a really good coach. Because right now we don't know. Because you got to pay players and nobody. Who wants the players to get paid, right? Like, yeah, the coach can make $9 million, but who wants to pay the players? As if, the fuck? Free talent. Who wants to pay the players? But listen.
We probably have, 450 people on scholarship at Alabama, whether they're women's tennis players, women's softball players, golfers, baseball players, non-revenue sports that have for years and years and years been able to create a better life for themselves because they've been able to get scholarships and participate in college athletics. That's what college athletics is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be something where people come and make money. And you make a decision about where you go to school based on how much money you're going to make.
Right.
You should make a decision based on where you have the best chance to develop as a person, as a student, and as a player.
First of all, who are you to tell somebody what they should make their decision based off of? Sounds to me you want them to make the decision that best benefits you and may not necessarily benefit them. But let's continue, because I don't know. So we continue. I don't know.
Which is what we've always tried to major in, and we're going to continue to do that. And hopefully there's enough people out there that are.
Hey, when he throw Prime under the bus,
the consequence is going to be difficult for the people who are spending tons of money to get players. And you've read about them. You know who they are.
Who?
I mean, we were
Say his name.
in recruiting last year. A&M was first. A&M bought every player on their team. Made a deal for name, image, and likeness.
A&M.
All right, we didn't buy one player. All right, but I don't know if we're going to be able to sustain that in the future because more and more people are doing it. Yeah. So it's tough, and people blame the NCAA.
A&M,
But in defense of the NCAA, we are where we are, all right, because of the litigation that the NCAA gets, like the transfer portal. Every time somebody wanted to transfer, they'd apply for a waiver. If you didn't give them, the NCAA didn't give them a waiver so they could be immediately eligible, they filed suit. So the NCAA would back off and give them a waiver. So they just said, we're just going to make a rule where everybody can transfer. That's how that happened.
Bro, hurry
so
get
if the
the Prime.
NCAA doesn't get some protection from litigation, whether we got to get an antitrust or whatever it is, from a federal government standpoint, this is not going to change because they cannot enforce their rules. Just like Nate said, we have a rule right now that says you cannot use name, image, and likeness to entice a player to come to your school.
Okay.
Hell, read about it in the paper.
Yeah, here we go.
I mean, Jackson State paid $1 million last year. That was a really good Division I player to come to school. It was in the paper, and they bragged about it.
Man, I'm done with this guy. So for me, yeah, I mean, in so much summation, that's where I lost our respect for y'all's coach. I listen, I am a University of Miami fan. I don't care about Alabama, but when you start dropping niggas' names, you is supposed to be what they call the greatest coach of all time, right? And you sitting there talking about somebody you previously coached with. Hey, yeah, Texas A&M, yeah, they did it too. Oh yeah, Jackson State, they paid somebody. Nigga, what about? Bruh, if we dig deep into Alabama history, I know we gonna find somebody getting paid to play football. Nigga, and they say to a whole family uprooted nigga from Hawaii and came to Alabama. Y'all ain't had nothing to do with that. Nicholas, don't fuck with your boy. Y'all ain't had nothing to do with that. Wow, okay, papi. Yo no comprendo, okay. I'm wrong. Papi. I'm wrong. But he's sitting there saying he out here trying to make better people. You leave our program being better. What example is you setting by throwing your former colleagues in the Texas A&M coach, and then still Prime is your colleague as well because he's a football coach. You just threw your colleagues under the bus, but you setting a good example for the men. That what you telling your players when things don't work out for you, throw them other niggas under the bus. Yeah, man. Listen, I always thought it was weird that so many black kids go to Alabama and so many black people root for Alabama. Cause the University of Alabama don't want y'all black ass there no goddamn way. I ain't never been there before, but I also don't plan on going there because it sounds like we ain't welcome in that mother. Yeah, I mean the PWI. It's in the middle of Alabama. Hey, y'all have fun. But anyway, that's all I had to say. I'm gonna get up out of here. Badass Mac, hey, I appreciate y'all for watching and subscribing. Remember, we trying to get to a stake, man. Share that thing. It ain't gonna hurt. All right, man, I'll see y'all next time.